Alright, so the second problem we're going to do today is number 3 in your homework. Let's just go back. It's Graphing Quadratics homework 2 today. So we're going to factor. Alright, and this isn't too bad. The reason it's not too bad is that I don't see many ways to multiply to make x squared. So when we factor, we're taking a look at this trinomial, and we're saying, what two binomials were multiplied to make this trinomial here? So what two binomials went ahead and kind of created this guy here? Well, from what we learned up here, that this first term comes from the first two terms in our binomials. So where did this x squared come from? Well, it came from the first two things here, the first two terms, which is x and x, yeah? X times x makes x squared. Now the last two, this last term, came from the last two terms. So I'm looking at, well, what two numbers multiply to make 54? What two numbers multiply to make 54? And add, alright, and add to make 15. Alright, the signs are going to be both the same, because a positive times a positive makes a positive 54, and a negative times a negative makes a positive 54. So they have to be both the same, and when you add similar signs, when you add numbers that have similar signs, they work together and become a bigger either positive or a bigger negative if you have two negatives that are being added. So how do we make 54 that add to make 15? Well, let's just take a look at it. 54, you've got, what is that, 9 and 6. Well, that looks pretty good right there. 9 plus 6 is 15, so let's put in the 9 here, put in the 6 here. The outsides, that's 6x, and the inside's 9x. They have to add to make 15x's, and they do, if we make them both positives here. Do a quick little check. Does x times x make x squared? Yes. Does 9 times 6 make 54? Yes. Do the outsides, 6x, plus the insides, 9x, make 15x's? Yes, they most certainly do. We have our two binomials, our factored form of our original trinomial.